Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the change? Are you ready for Energy Hunters? We're coming into the mayor's office and saving 25% on your electric bill. Do you want to come and see how we do it? Come. Right, we're ready. Let's get inside the building. We're coming to Steve Collins, the mayor of Berea City. We are gonna do an energy audit. So let's get started. Hello, how are you? How are you doing? I'm home with Energy Hunters. Is Steve calling?
Do you need to talk to him?
Oh yeah, we're gonna perform an energy audit. Oh, this is like just an introduction.
Well, he said next week, let me give him a call.
All right.
Let him know that you're here. He'd like to talk to you different things. So, all right, sir.
Right. Okay. Energy Hunters is an energy company consulting firm helping you save. I was wondering if like you could say some words for it's like small video where.
What kind of words?
Oh, just like the energy savings in your office that you're gonna be realizing after this audit.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what suggestions you might make. I know I got a good southern exposure here.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect though that my windows are not sealed very well, and so I'd be interested in what you might suggest to me there. I have a, I guess you'd call it forced air or blown gas heat.
Furnace.
I've got a heat pump air conditioning. See what kind of comments you can make about that.
Yeah, well, what we're doing here is like we're gonna be doing a whole approach.
And lighting, I guess you'll look at the lighting.
Yeah, lighting. We're gonna actually, that's our first step in doing the lighting. We're gonna get started on measuring what type of lighting.
Okay, so yes, I look forward to finding out what kind of suggestions you might have and what potential savings. I don't know whether you'll ask to see utility bills. I'll be glad to
Yeah,
make them
we
available to you if you want.
we necessarily have to have like at least a 12-month period to see what's the actual, to.
I'm doing my taxes right now, so I pulled them out and they're all together. If you want to see those, but it's a fairly open concept. Basically open with some. It's been partitioned off for some individual rooms,
Right.
but shotgun type of design. Some mini fluorescence, but not totally.
All right. So we'll actually see the energy calculations on what's the potential saving of making all the improvements. So,
Okay.
And we're gonna rank them after we do the lighting, appliances, whole building, air sealing, and heat flow. So.
Okay.
And you're gonna be actually one of the first clients that is gonna go through a model we developed just this weekend in the University of Chicago. So it's gonna be pretty fun to see how it works. It's more accurate than the one that we'd be using. So.
Look for, and I'm kind of curious about insulation because on the side walls, I've just got brick walls. To my knowledge, nothing other than that. I don't know whether that's good or not. But I do have other tenants on either side.
Yeah, I see.
So that there might be heat coming my way too.
You're right. So it's actually good that you're in the middle.
Uh-huh.
You're conserving a lot of heat for the left side and right side. You just don't need any front and back, the ones that you need to worry about. So anyway, we'll get started.
Okay, thank you. Look forward to it.
Thanks.
Do you need me to hang around, or you just go ahead?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and just get started.
I think Peggy is probably going to be here most of the time.
Okay. So
I'll just go to the post office.
Okay, thank you. So we'll get started. Alright, so
You got a ladder if there's any
yeah, sure, yeah.
in the back. There's a ladder if you need to move them around. And we'll go to use it.
Alright, so let's get started. First, we're going to be measuring the lighting. We're going to measure the watts. As you can see, we won't really open these things. We'll just see what's the output. We'll make sure we well, we want to see like what is the type of lighting we have here. Let's go up here. We've just gonna feel it, right? So it's with this type of because the Deuce it's 75 watts. We're gonna do an assumption of 75 watts. So there's over there 75. We also have here like a smaller one. We can reduce it a little bit, like let's say a 60, like an average. And then we have another one 60, and then we have another two here, 60, and then we have one of the lights went off here, and we have 60, and then we're gonna make a suggestion to add another one, which is same bulb. Okay, and I see what other type of lighting they have. Main corridor, restroom. Let's see the lighting. Yep, we have like another fluorescent, another 60. This is the restroom. Right? So we have an light system there. Okay, see, yeah, it is like a. Let's see, what is the lighting here? We gonna work? Yep. Okay. Let's make sure now that things. See, just by feeling the heat. Just like, make sure this is for lighting. Yeah, this is a little bit hard to like see what the heck it is. Yeah. Yeah, you can tell the light there. It's not really enough light in here. We have another 60 here. Okay. 60 here. And the main corridor. Where's the light switch? And this is another type of lighting. We have fluorescent tubes here. These are 10/8 of an inch, and we have two 8-footers. So this is about like a 8 feet CFL fluorescent tube, and it's a T12. So we have another T12 here. What the file cabinets are. Let's see. Well, this is finished lighting first. You can see here, this lighting is tends to. I think they need to change already. Let's make sure we have a close look at the lighting. Okay. We have so it's like T12. Okay, so let's break check that one and this one with the mirrors on it. We have more lighting here actually. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have windows. +6. Alright. Here, same thing. We have 2, 4, 8. So +8. 8 equals 0. Another light in here. And this is it. We have 2 CFLs there, and I think we have 260s there to finish the job. Okay. And we have a. So let me ask you just a couple questions if I maybe interrupted you. How long on average are all the lighting? Is there any particular region that's more lighted during the day, during the time the office is open? Or is the whole lighting open, turn on the 8 hour day?
The lights are usually on.
The full lighting range?
This is
So we would say like 9 hours per day? Mostly?
I would say probably closer to 8.
8 hours?
Yeah.
8 and a half?
8. Well,
Very
8.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. And what kind of temperature do you keep the building on? Like, I mean, what's let me ask you better. What's your comfort temperature?
It's usually at 67.
That's your comfort temperature. 67.
Well, it seems a little cooler up here to me, but in the wintertime, the door, you know, right here.
Right. So it's 60.
67 is what it usually says.
That's the temperature on average that you put it here. And what's your target one that you would want to have during the winter time and summertime? Well, but like if you were not to be like
To be comfortable?
yeah, if you want to be comfortable and work in a very nice environment, like a 72 we get for
Or
you.
70. I don't like it really.
70.
Yeah,
70 is perfect. Okay. And during the summertime, you have all the heat wave coming in, and actually have a
Yeah, the way
south facing, and this is actually where you're gonna get most of your heat. You probably want the one most get affected here. So in this summertime, you also get, or you put it on 67 also.
Yeah, usually that works.
And what's your desired temperature? Like what's your comfort zone that region?
That's pretty good.
In the summertime, like a 65, 66.
67 was that good.
67. So it's like one degree difference that makes it
Yeah.
okay. So you don't have to get like a fan.
No.
So it feels pretty cool. Like it is a pretty good cooling system. All right. So what we're gonna be doing right now is gonna I don't know if you can show me where your AC and your furnace is. Take a look at it. We have a ladder. We have to go up there. We gotta go upstairs. There. This is a fun job. I feel like Spider-Man.
Oh, he got it down. Okay. Sorry. I'm good.
See, I have a lot of books here.
Oh, yes.
From there. This is a pretty fun job. Go to cool spaces. I think it'll be alright. Just like, let's just make sure. Go upstairs. So, do you turn your AC like from the first time in the morning, or like you leave it on all the time?
If it's at night, we leave, on the air conditioner, we turn it up, so it'll cook on through the night, and it'll cut.
So over This is during the summertime, right? So during the summertime, you leave it overnight, right? And so you leave it. So basically, the AC is working 24 hours, right?
Well, we turn it up so it don't kick on to the night.
Okay.
We
So
turn it up higher so it won't go. So it's not too cold anymore. Turn that probably. I don't know if he turns it up. Probably, you know, he'll turn it up. I don't know, 70 some to keep it from kicking on to the night.
okay, so you kind of like look the temperature a little bit
Yeah.
higher. So during overnight is about 70.
74, 74, something like that. He puts it up high enough so it doesn't kick on.
Okay. Okay. So.
And then he does the same thing with the heat. He'll turn it
Mhm.
down so it don't kick on to the night too much.
Okay. So during the winter time, you drop the temperature for about 64, 63.
Yeah, 64.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is really good information. It's pretty important. And do you have water here for the? Oh. Well, yeah, it depends on which year it is. But first, we're gonna go upstairs and see.
Alrighty.
And finish the AC and the furnace. So. Let's go and make sure we can go upstairs.
Got the heat pump outside.
That was unexpected.
You okay? That's the main
Yeah,
thing.
I'm okay with that. I think if we just put it next to the wall.
Cleaned it up.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that'll be good. Yeah,
Okay.
that's good. Thanks.
The heat pump's outside. Can you check it too?
Okay, so we have like 10 inches. Insulated. Okay, we gotta take the measurement.
Is there anything? I don't. Hello. Hey. You made it home?
So now we're taking the specifics of the model. So this is the part where we come and evaluate the energy efficiency of the equipment. And one of the most energy used during that building is the AC and the heating system and the cooling system. So right now we're gonna do a model on calculating the year of the machine, the usage, the temperature that we keep it at, the amount of time we use it. So we're gonna just, make sure we know what model it is and compare it. And this model seems that it's a maybe a 2004, maybe, if I'm not wrong, or maybe a 48. Well, anyway, it seems pretty good when it's in good conditions. So we're gonna take the measurements. Model number is G. Alright, that's better. GF plus D 04. Okay, 04 8H 21A. So that's the model number, and we need the serial number too of this machine, and the serial number is the ECJ S1 75089. No, 05069. 75069. Okay, so, and we need to know what kind of this York and okay, I think it's enough to tell us like what type of equipment it is. Now the font part going downstairs. Okay, let's go. You can cut them out. Okay, I think it's outside. In the back.
Can you see?
Okay, alright, it's here. There's a lot of tax credits right now and rebates for new refrigerators. So that's one reason why we focus on this. I mean, so it's functioning the whole day, you know, like the end.
I don't know how long he's had it. It was here when I got here.
1286 2. And the serial number is gone already. So, 12. Okay, and now just take for your microwave too. So you have your R209BK serial number 356 822. Alright, so we got these two and
Coffee pot.
coffee pot, yeah, that's an important one. How many times a day do you use it?
Coffee pot, we make a pot almost every day, or every other day at least.
Every day?
Every other day at least.
In the morning and the afternoon?
No,
Just
once.
one time. Once.
The box is down there behind you. It may have a number on it.
Sometimes like it's in the bottom. Just need to make sure it's okay. Yeah, it's here. Okay, this is all I needed. Alright. There you go. Okay.
It's all right. You don't put that
Alright. Thanks. And water here. Let's see. pretty small one.
Let's see. 0
I think it's a 2000.
2016.
It's when I moved into the building.
16, 10, 25.
Let's see. Carry a flashlight. Yes. Yeah, this is okay. Thanks. Let's see.
One F2. And let's see, 620. Let's see. 120.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
We only have this door here, right? Okay. So now we're gonna take. Shoot, what's it? Yeah, I think that's connected, right?
All the way outside.
System. Your AC is in the same duct system, right?
Yeah, it's all, I mean. Yeah.
It should be the same, yeah.
Okay.
But it's outside. Let me. I'm gonna make sure the AC. Sometimes they're separate, sometimes they're together, and I'm gonna go check the cooling, the compressor. That's what they call it. Condenser compressor. So what we're gonna go check is the compressor. It's the most important part of cooling system. It's actually what takes all the heat outside. So. Alright, so yeah, work, same system. Yeah. Okay.
The condenser is
Okay. Seems okay condition. Cannot do much about it. Oh, those things, we don't do those things. I don't sell those things. Hey, can you take it down? Oh, it's interesting, right? Interesting, yeah. No problem. It's too much food. Now we're gonna measure here. This is the exciting part. Window part. We're gonna calculate how much energy is coming through the whole day. So the coefficient of the surface area. So pretty big windows. So this is the south side, right?
I could take it.
Yeah, it's basically like this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So most of your sun is coming through here, and this is good during the summertime. I mean during the winter time, but I'm not good during the summertime. It's like you have a lot of heat gain. So anyway, let's make sure we know like the exact measurement of your window. We have a 15. Orientation south, and we have another window here. This is actually about the same size as that. Yep. Similar one. Same size. Sorry. Now we're gonna, the board test is gonna take about 15 minutes, and we're gonna be done. Wait there. Do you have any plug-in in this area?
Here's some. Here's one. Or is it right there? Is it behind the table?
Oh yeah, this one here. So yeah, that'll be enough. So I'm gonna bring the Alright, so now we're gonna do a blower door test, which is a pretty it's a very interesting process. We will block the door, we'll make sure to understand where are the air leaks. It's gonna pinpoint where the air leaks are and give us an idea if the windows need to be replaced or there's some air sealing we have to do inside the building. So first what we do is we take out the framework, we measure the door of the building. We're gonna do it with this door, which is pretty big. And now we're gonna just measure the height of the door. I'm gonna measure the height of the door. Lower it a little bit. Secure it, lay down the foundation of a fake door. Measure the width of the door. We like that way. We shrink it a little bit, and we make sure it's tight enough. Then we make sure the screws are facing us. So we have like the first foundation of the door. Now we have the bag, the air seal bag that won't allow the air to come through. So this process is kind of like making the hole like a balloon, trying to make sure where are the leaks, the holes that we need to make sure. So we do it this way. Logo facing us, and make sure we have enough space. The left foundation of the right foundation. And now that we have the width and the height, we'll just be able to make sure we have similar height on the other side. Do it like that. We make sure it's same. So we want to make sure all the doors, all of these knobs are facing us. So whenever we're doing the blower door test, the whole putting it in the door frame, we can actually adjust it. This knobs are going to allow us to adjust the width of this the frame. So this one, it's hello. This one is here. Let's see the framing door. And put it between here. Make sure links pretty well. Now we're gonna bring all our equipment inside. We're gonna bring the measurement materials inside. The frame. And we're gonna bring the big fan. So now we're gonna secure this little thing here. Make sure it's properly tight. We want it to be very airtight. We don't want any leaks of air, so our test won't be accurate. We want it to be the most accurate possible. That. We'll make sure it's there. that. So now we have our door that is completely filled full of air. We bring the door inside and make sure it fits properly. Put it in the front door. And since we made it a little bit smaller, now we can put it inside. So now what we do is like we first go in the bottom part, we secure it, tighten it. We want this to make it as high as possible. We put our feet inside in there. We unscrew it, make sure it goes up. Okay, so it's as high as it can go. So we tighten it. We tie this one too. We untie this one and make sure they can withstand. Good. So we make sure we clamp it. So it's very tight. So we found a weakness here, so we can readjust it. Make sure it's properly. Clamp it, and since everything's clamped already, we are ready to put the last piece of frame to make sure that everything's secure. We don't want this door to just come off, just for security purposes, to make sure this door is properly installed. Now that we have the whole door installed, we make sure we have all our equipment to actually measure where are the leaks. And now we have pressure gauge. We're going to connect. We have ready our cords. We're going to use a probably a B section for this building. Looking at the size, it's a mid-sized building. Put it this outside frame outside to allow some of the air to come through here. So we make sure that it's properly placed. I'm actually going to do a depressurization of the building. That means you can think about it, it's like blowing air into a balloon. You're into the building. I'll just try and do this. Right, now we're just gonna connect this thing. And now this green gal tube, we put it on the outside, making sure we know what's the pressure outside of the home of the actual building. It's gonna help us calculate what's the air inflow inside and the air outflow. So we need tool. Okay. Alright, so we just need it to be a little bit outside. Not much. That's enough. I'll put the red gauge. The reference, it's going to tell us how much air is coming through inside. So this is going to go to the input because we're inputting air to the home. And the green is going to be going to this one, which is just the reference. Okay, and so we're gonna turn it on, and it's gonna start giving us a reading of the pressure outside. So it seems that right now we have a on average a Pascal, say about 1.6. So we're gonna note down now 1.6. 1.6 of pressure outside. Right. Now we're gonna plug this plug this thing to the nearest outlet. Okay. Now we're gonna make this machine start to blow air inside home. Suck the air inside. Okay. So we need to make sure that the pressure gauge is in CFM, 0.1 CFM at 50 pascals, because that's about the average that each building has on that we have discovered. So I'm gonna make sure this thing is working properly, and we want to make sure. So we want to take this to a negative 50 pascals, just to make it the reference 50 and 50, negative 50 to 50. And what it seems is that this building is very, or something that we have to make sure that all the windows are closed. So we gotta make sure everything's closed before we do the test. I think one of the problems is that we're not putting enough air inside the place, so we have to use a bigger opening. For that, we're gonna, since the building is a little bit bigger, we're gonna use the whole surface for the door. So let's make sure that we can achieve that 50 pascals, right? That's our goal. So we're reaching that point, negative 50, so it's 40-50. So we can say that at 49.9 pascals, the blower door is giving us about a 40.50 CFMs. CFMs is cubic feet of air per minute coming to the building. And this allows us to recognize where are the leaks in the building. So we go around the building and start feeling where are the leaks in the building. They're coming through the windows. We certainly don't see a major leak in these windows, but certain heat gain. We try to come through here, see like these windows are holding the air pretty tight, which means that windows are pretty good for airflow sealing, but not for thermal, keeping the sunlight out. So one of the measurements that we can deduce right now from this couple measurements is that maybe we need some solar screens, or we can do some awnings, or we can have some window film that will reduce the heat gain. And so that pretty much make sure that here it's not coming through here. Whoa! So we have a problem here. We have found that air is leaking through these walls. We can feel air passing through these walls, and that's not good because in one sense, we're heating up the neighbor's building, and the neighbor's building is we're trying to cover that area too. Because there's a connection between this space to all this space. Although it's like a small and tiny leak, we can feel the air coming through here, or like here, or in here, even worse. We're losing a lot of money. That's one of the problems, major problems in this building. Especially in this room, the center room, we find that the walls have leaks, and it's pretty major leaks. We have a lot of holes. We can find it through here too. The wall. This side is a little bit better. We go inside. And we do this place too. You know, we have some air leakage. This is major. From this side is more air. So we're gonna say that south. So from the west side, we're having a lot of leaks, all through that central room and the storage room. But we might be able to fix this thing by maybe just closing the window. This do you use a lot this office inside this storage? So one of the options will be just to seal this with a door screw and caulk around it to make sure that we don't have any reference of air over there. But one of the problems with that is the whole roof across here sealed, right? So let's make sure we go there. Coming through here. We have some through here, so we have also in the adjacent office. And we feel a lot of leaks in this brick wall. Mostly it's air sealing is the problem that we find here. Maybe the storage room we don't feel much. It's just pretty good. But this door is leaking significantly. We can feel the air coming through up. We can feel the air coming through the side and from down here. So this door needs to be completely air seal, or we can actually replace the entire door, remove and replace. but that's up to the client, right? So we also gonna make sure this window. We also find that this window is leaking too much. So the window back. So either it's by replacing the whole thing or making sure. Sometimes there is problem when there is air coming through the gaskets, and what we do is like we can actually have small installations put in there, and we might need to do for all of the gaskets. Maybe bring in got 10 of them. See what all the deal is. So. We're done with this machine, and now we have to kind of estimate the average, the